Hello, I'm just your average ordinary American. I'm not making any money with this video and I'm not associated with anybody. I'm just an American who believes in the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights. I believe in the flag back there, the Pledge of Allegiance, Mount Rushmore, and the monuments set to those who fought for this country. This message is mainly for the left. This is done a few days after conservatives went into the Capitol building. But this message is mainly for the left. I don't know. I honestly don't know what I feel about them guys going in there. They did act stupid. There was no plan. They didn't do what's right. But if the left continues to push, what are you going to do when militia shows up? What are you going to do when white supremacist shows up? These were just protesters. You continue to push, if the left continues to push, you're going to have militia at your door. And you're going to have real people wanting a civil war. I don't want that. But the way the left is acting and the way you are acting, that's what you want too. So I'm going to read from a classic liberal. And that's really my message. Where's the classic liberal? This is one of your guys. Now, I want to say there are a lot of liberals who love America and love the flag and understand that this is a great country. Why are they all of a sudden right-wingers? I am very conservative, and I understand not every liberal hates America and hates the flag and hates 4th of July. But why is it now, all of a sudden, if a liberal likes the flag and likes America, they're right-winger, conservative, they're sellouts. So let's read from Franklin Roosevelt. I want to say that I've tried to make a few of these videos already, and I get irritated and I get very angry. And that's a sign. The right is getting angry at you. And all you say is it's this fault, this person's fault, that person's fault, and you never take responsibility for you. If you want a civil war, continue to behave that way. Again, I've tried to make a few of these videos, and I just get real angry with what I wrote and what I'm going to say. So please give me some grace. You want grace to do whatever you want, so give us grace if we make a mistake. Oh, imagine that. I guess that's different. But here's Franklin Roosevelt's speech. He gave this on the Four Freedoms speech to Congress. I don't have the full speech, and this is January 6, 1941. Obviously, this is after World War II. So here's what Franklin Roosevelt said. Today, thank God, 130 million Americans in 48 states have forgotten points of the compass in our national unity. Now, this is what he considered unity. This is what he considered unity. Unity isn't just, we all should just agree with socialists. That's not unity at all. That's going to cause a civil war. Franklin Roosevelt, who's a liberal, this is what he considered unity. We look forward to a world founded upon 4 essential human freedoms. The first is freedom of speech and expression. The second is freedom of every person to worship God in his own way. This nation has placed its destiny in the hands and heads and hearts of its millions of free men and women. And its faith and freedom under the guidance of God. That's one of your guys. Or you now consider him an extreme right-winger. This message is to the left. I'm trying to stay calm. But I am so pissed off at the left. I want to say again, I do not want a civil war. But the left has to take responsibility for its part in promoting one. So here's my question. What happened to the classic liberal, the Dem Party? What happened to the classic liberal who loves America, likes the flag, likes the 4th of July? I guess there aren't any. But I believe there are. Are they that scared? What irritates me, this is something I wrote, I put on the internet over my place. I'm sure it's been banned, but I'm going to read you my thoughts. What irritates me about the left is how they want both sides to work together, but the left never wants to listen to the right. Why is it all right for the left to say whatever they want and do whatever they want, but everyone else should watch what they say or do? This double standard thing has got to stop. You can't have just one nation for liberals and one for everyone else. Doesn't work that way. You're going to have a civil war if you don't stop. Why is it okay for the left to be involved in censorship? Imagine what the left would say if Twitter banned every left-wing group from the internet. If the left doesn't want a civil war, if the left does not want a civil war, the left has to stop acting like they're the only ones who live in the United States. As a strong conservative, I wonder, where are the Trumans and Kennedys and the Roosevelts? What pisses me off about the Dem Party are all the socialists who are running the party who are running this party. Okay, let me reread that. What pisses me off about the Dem Party are all the socialists who are running the party, and they believe everyone should kiss their butts, and if someone says no, there's a problem. What irritates me is how the media has a clear bias. An example, why is fact-checking on social media always supports the left? Why is it that the only Dems I see are extreme socialists? Why does the Dem Party support Bernie and Nancy? Why can't the Dem Party admit the reason Trump was elected was because of the way the Dem Party has acted over 60 years? You cannot continue to tell everybody else what they should do and think and be and blah, 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 and not expect some back talk. The back talk is Trump. The next will be a civil war. Why are only hate groups on the right? What about the anti-American groups on the left? Oh, that's different. Why are there only special interest groups on the right? Why is the legacy media always pushing the left to riot and protest, but the right are always extreme if they protest? Why isn't the ACLU a special interest group of the left? Why isn't environmental groups special interests of the left? Why isn't unions special interest group of the left? That bias, this is a sort of bias BS that's pissing off the right. You have to stop. If you do not stop, you will have a civil war. If you don't want to have a civil war, the left has to start doing what they say. Which means if you really want peace, you got to stop. You have to start wanting it. The left doesn't want peace, they want to run everything. What about the hardcore extreme anti-American socialists within the left? I know that's different. If the left doesn't want a civil war, the left has to stop being extreme too. Where are the classic liberals who love America in the Dem Party? Where is the classic liberal who loves his country on any legacy media network? Where's the classic liberal running our universities? Where's the classic liberal telling the left to stop their bad behavior? Oh, I know, the left never does anything bad. It's always for the little guy. We don't believe you. You're full of shit. If you don't want a civil war, the Dem Party must stop taking people's rights away because they don't like something. Just because you don't like what someone says, that does not give you the right to censor. Continue to do what you're doing, and you will have a civil war. Again, I don't want a civil war, but writing all this down and saying it just pissed me off, because this is what you do, and you go, no, we don't do that. No, we don't think we're for freedom. Bullshit. I am so tired of hearing about how liberals, the left, is about the Constitution. You haven't been about the Constitution for decades. The only time you like the Constitution is when it's for you, when it supports you or your efforts. But if it doesn't support you, we're going to change the rules. Like the election. Think about this. What happens if there's a civil war and the left's butts gets kicked? Let's say you lose a civil war. Do you want the right to treat you like you have? I don't think so. But if it happens, you deserve it. And I would hope that as conservatives, if we win a civil war, because you keep on pushing for one, we wouldn't treat you the same way. But again, you want to stop a civil war? Where's the classic liberal? Everything the classic liberal pushed for would be lost. So everything, if this continues, if you as a classic liberal keep on being afraid of the socialists running the party, you will lose everything you want. Because you know what? You will not win a civil war. Keep listening to the socialists of your party and there will be a civil war. I just said that. I encourage the Dem Party and the media to stand down. Don't do the mistake of other dictators and double down. Newsflash. This might be a shock to many on the left. Most of the country are calling you tyrants. When we think of a tyrant now, we think of a Democrat and their lockdowns and their masks. And now cutting off on the internet. The real tyrant is you. We're just defending ourselves. If you didn't tell us what type of car to drive, we wouldn't be pissed off. If you weren't trying to shut down our free speech, we wouldn't be pissed off. If you weren't trying to take our money, we wouldn't be pissed off. But you are so close-minded. Yes, you are the close-minded group. You refuse to listen. Why you tell us we should listen, you don't want to listen to us. You on the left don't understand the right at all. You don't understand us at all. You don't want to understand us at all. We are not all white supremacists, as the media says. We are pissed off Americans who can't stand this anti-American takeover by socialists. Stop it. We're tired of being closed out of discussions, being told what to buy, what to sell, to lock down, to wear masks, to be told what to believe, to be told our country sucks, to be told when and where to pray, what we should all believe, to be told what gender someone is, to be told we should do this or that. This cancel culture, you can kiss my ass. If you don't want a civil war, you on the left have to stop. If you want to have a civil war continue in the way you on the left are going, you on the left are causing a civil war. It's not Trump. You are. Most of the Trump supporters were not Trump supporters because we love Trump. There's a lot of people who love Trump. But here's a message to you and all your classic Republicans who sit on your ass. Most of the Trump supporters were not Trump supporters because we love Trump. Many supported Trump because we are so tired of you. We are so tired of the socialist liberal, the socialists in the Democrat Party. If the socialists weren't in the Democrat Party, you would have never saw Trump. Where are you, the classic liberal? Where are you to tell Nancy Pelosi to shut her ass and get her off that podium? Where are you, classic liberals, to tell AOC to go shove it somewhere? Where is the classic liberals in the university to start standing up and saying no more socialism? You can't do this. If you want a civil war, this is what you're going to have to do because the right is pissed off. This is the first time I've ever seen the right protest. They protested terribly. They did it wrong. But think about that. Sorry. All this angers me. And I am not going to pretend. I'm not going to pretend I'm real sad and this and that. I'm pissed off. Part of the reason, just all this talk about impeaching Trump and getting rid of, you guys are tyrants. I think if you do that, that causes a civil war. Do it. Do it. It gives us an excuse. It gives us an excuse to start one. Okay, now. Newsflash, I'm going to say it again. Not everyone loves a liberal. If you don't want a civil war, stop being spoiled brats. You don't deserve everything. Not everybody's a victim. Oh, I'm a victim. You're a victim because you sit on your ass. You're a victim because you blame other people. That's why you're a victim. Maybe look to God. Oh. But I'm trying to tell you, if you don't want a civil war, you need to change your behavior too. Oh. Work for something. I want to add, what does the socialists really work for? What do they really do? Nothing. What they do is they create groups to steal money from someone else. Oh, I'm tired of being blamed for people who sit on their asses. This includes every race. A hardworking black man shouldn't pay for a white person who's sitting on their ass in a trailer park. Oh, tired of being accused. The right is tired of being accused of being racist because I disagree with liberal policy. If I tell you your woke shit is full of crap, it doesn't make me racist. It makes me smart. Again, I'm not racist at all. Just because I disagree with your policies, that does not make the right racist. If you don't want a civil war, stop it. Tired of being told every liberal professor is an expert. Just because he's your buddy, that doesn't make him an expert. If the left doesn't want a civil war, then the left needs to start listening to the right. You cannot have it one way. You cannot say we want peace and then everybody agree with you. We're not all going to put on t-shirts, dance around trees, and sing songs. Some of us actually understand what reality is. If this is the first time you're ever hearing this, good. Be shocked. Be scared. Because if you continue doing what you're doing, you're going to have a civil war on your hands. And you people are not ready to have the militia show up. And I guarantee you, if you send the government after us, we'll fight the government. We're not going to just take it. Hear that, Nancy? I suggest that the leaders of the Democrat Party take notice. When was the last time you saw the right protest this way? It's a sign. Continue. There's a pressure cooker coming. And you people on the left, because you live in your little urban areas and you only talk to other liberals and you think that whatever you say, everybody else should believe, that's not true. Continue to push. If you want a civil war, continue to push. It's your fault. Oh, I know it's never the left's fault. It's never the left's fault. It's never a liberal's fault. Well, bullshit. Again, I've tried to make a bunch of videos. I can't help it. I am who I am. Again, I don't want a civil war, but I'm pissed off at you. I don't like the socialist liberal. You can go kiss my ass. And I don't have to like you, and you don't have to like me. But what irritates me is you want to shut down my speech. You want to tell me what to do. You want to tell me what to buy. You want to tell me how I should run my workplace. You want to tell me how much money I make. That is uncalled for. If you don't start listening to the right, you're going to have a civil war on your hands. Again, newsflash. White supremacists and militia haven't shown up yet. I know you want to claim, well, they were at Black Lives Matter. And I'm going to be awful blunt. You know why I know there weren't any? No dead people were there. You know why I know no militia were at the Capitol building? Because they would have had a plan. You don't want their plan. There's a lot of people on the right who never wanted their plan. They're now considering malicious plans. Why? Because of you. Because you act like socialists. Because you think everybody should listen to you. You on the left shouldn't want a civil war. The left will lose. You will lose a civil war. And if you on the left don't want a civil war, the media on the left better start being honest about things. Stop selectively lying by omission. Stop it. If not, it's going to be real bad for you. I'm honestly surprised that CNN hasn't burnt up yet. And it's not because we're against freedom of speech. It's because we're tired of your lying and you are censoring everybody else. I don't want to say I don't want a civil war, but it's the left who is pushing for one. By stats, most people on the left only watch left-leaning news. You've convinced this whole group of people that the only people to listen to is you. Oh, that's open-minded, I guess. The right actually watches both and listens to both sides. We understand you. You don't understand the right. And you don't understand what a civil war would mean to the right. I suggest and challenge those on the left who don't like this division in this country to start turning away from the legacy media. And you on the left start crossing the aisle. How come the left should never cross the aisle? You classic liberals need to start crossing the aisle and sever the ties with socialists. If you don't want a civil war, the classic liberal needs to take over the Dem Party. Kick out Biden, kick out Nancy Pelosi, and take over. Where's the Franklin Roosevelts? Where's the Trumans? Kick out the Johnsons. I'm guaranteeing you, you will lose a civil war. And I'm not part of a militia. Have you ever seen them on the news? Think about it. And the thing about it is, I'm telling you, I'm warning you, because of the way you're acting, people who would have never considered being in a militia or starting a civil war are now considering it and are joining. It's your fault. Okay. I'm going over some notes and something I wrote again. Apologize. I don't want a civil war. I don't want what I was seeing. And you on the left are so close-minded, in such a fucking bubble. You need someone to tell you and knock you upside your head. My suggestion to legacy media is stop doing what you are doing. The liberal bubble is real. How many true conservatives do you know as friends? None? Stop assuming if someone disagrees with you on a political level, they are racist and ignorant. Part of the reason I say that is I lived in an urban area and I was the only conservative person they ever met. And they were shocked I wasn't racist. Why is that? A program. Everybody's racist if we disagree with them. Fuck you. If you don't stop it, there will be a civil war. Again, what happened to the classic liberal? Where's the classic liberal? Where are the classic liberals within the Dem Party? To stop the censorship. To stop all this impeachment and all this blah, blah, blah. Where is the classic liberal who really believes in working with both sides? Normally when the left says cross the aisle, here's what most right-wingers now think, conservatives think. When you say cross the aisle, that means I should believe you. I should do what you want. That's not crossing the aisle. That's dictatorship. That's control and manipulation. Where's the classic liberal with a real discussion? Why isn't the classic liberal taking over the Democrat Party, told Nancy Pelosi to shut her ass? Where's the classic liberal to say, we can understand, at least say this. We know that there's incompetent people in my party, and we could see why Trump supporters would think there's misgivings. And we're going to look into it. No, you don't. Because you cheated. And you don't want anybody to tell you. You want to have a civil war, continue this ideal. The left needs to stop believing they are the only ones who have the right to lead and run everything. You are not the only one to run and lead everything. On many issues, you absolutely suck at what you do. Even those that you say you're great at. What poor people do you really help? What do you really do? other than take other people's money? What do you do other than tell people what to say? You're a bunch of tyrants. Where's the classic liberal? Instead of being honest about the socialist parties you've taken on that don't work, you blame and point. Well, this don't work because of this person. This don't work because of white supremacy. This don't work because of white privilege. This don't work because of this. No, your policies suck. And you don't like hearing it. Oh, I can't handle it. Well, when? If you don't take a look at what you do and how you will have a civil war on your hands. Again, I don't want one. I'm trying to get you, and this is the only way I know how to be. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to kiss your ass. You need to stop it. I ask you with all my heart to stop. You don't understand the right. The right's going to show up with plans. You think BLM, Black Lives Matter, Antifa has plans? Wait until the militia shows up. Wait until real white supremacists show up. And I don't support white supremacists at all. I might be willing to support a militia because of the way you guys act. Stop it. Again, where's the classic liberal? Where's the classic liberal within the Democratic Party? Where's the classic liberal within the media? Where's the classic liberal within the universities? Where is the classic liberal from the 60s who wanted freedom of speech? Did you all go away because now you're running everything and now you think you should just do everything? Where's the Roosevelts? Where's the Trumans? Isn't there anyone strong enough on the left to use some common sense? Common sense is to leave Trump alone, leave his supporters alone, and really talk about unity. True unity is listening on both sides. Oh, you mean you might have to listen to someone on the right? Yes, you might have to. You might have to stop demanding, one day I'm a boy and the next day I'm a girl. You say, hey, they, she, where. You might have to go, well, I believe that, but if that person doesn't believe that, that's okay. I don't have to like you. I don't have to like a liberal, and you don't have to like me. But we shouldn't be beating on each other and throwing shit at each other. Oh, but I'm a liberal. Everybody should listen to me. Everybody loves me. No, we don't. You're a pain in the ass tyrants. You don't believe me? All this face mask stuff, someone called me and asked me what I thought about the face mask stuff, and I thought it was a crank call because I don't really believe anybody watches anything I say. This face mask shit is not about anybody being healthy at all. It's about you. It's about you reminding us that there's this thing going on. You don't let anybody disagree with you. That's a tyrant. These lockdowns, all you governors, it's crap. Where's the militia? I'm ready to say it. Where's the militia? Where's people? If you guys don't stop, you're going to have the militia on your door, and you're going to want to blame everybody else. But you know whose fault it is? Yours. You anti-American socialists. And where's the classic liberal to stand up to these anti-American socialists? You have it good. If you don't believe you got it good, go to Cuba. Stop messing with my country. If you, the classic liberal, continue to let these anti-Americans run the media, the school systems, and the Dem Party will have a civil war in its hand, you will not win it. You will not win a civil war. What are you going to do when you don't have your latte? What are you going to do when you don't have your cell phone? Again, I don't want a civil war. I'm pretty fired up. But you know what? You need to see that. I'm tired. Well, you know what I'm tired about? You classic Republicans, stop kissing their ass. You're helping the Civil War too. Where's the people with the backbone?